Greetings, everyone. This is Latoya of Infinitenature, and I am back finally with another video. And I wanted to do another video just to give another update on what I've been up to, because I've been striving to get back into the groove of making videos and creating content and just being more present compared to how I was like a few months ago, So I have my notes here so that I stay on track and so that I remember, and my baby in the background. So today is the first day of fall. So happy fall equinox. And normally during this time period, I do a 5-day raw vegan challenge, normally at the change of the season. And for those of you who may not know, I started doing liquid fast back in 2015 when I started to eat raw foods. And then I would do like 4 weeks. Then I went down to like 21 days. But I did that consistently from like 2015, fall of 2015, all the way up until I pretty much got pregnant. And that has, I'm thinking of my daughter. She's laughing. She sounds so cute. But yeah, so I did those 21 day liquid fast, and I really loved what happened during that duration, because it wasn't just a physical thing for me. It was a mental, spiritual, and emotional thing. A lot of shifts were happening, and that's the biggest thing that I feel like sometimes get overlooked. I feel like now the health and wellness sector is starting to focus more so on more than just the physical aspects, but I know that a lot of times people are focusing on a certain goal, like they may want to lose weight, or they may have some health concern that they may want to heal or whatnot. So I started to share challenges, or host challenges I should say, back in 2020 during the global reset, and that was my way of getting back into the groove of like connecting with people and utilizing what has worked for me, what has been what I'm passionate about, So I started doing those, and I realized, that I should put it on a platform. So then I put it on a platform and started having it to where I had videos for each day, a theme for each day, that I talk about a certain principle or whatever that I may have in my heart to share. And then from there, I would also do food demos that hadn't been released to the public yet. And I would do things like have like journal prompts, or things that will have you thinking and reflecting. And one of the common things that I would get feedback on is like that, wow, this was really deeper for me. It was, you come in thinking it's going to be more physical, and then you realize it's way more spiritual and emotional and mental. There's shifts that happen. So that's one thing that I love. And I slowed down drastically. The last time I did a challenge was in this year, but it was in the spring. And then from there, but now that it's fall and I'm not doing it this time. I didn't do it in the summer, and I didn't do it now in the fall. So I'm like, I'm definitely going to make sure that I do something in the winter for the winter solstice. And I know I have a vision in my mind of how I'm going to offer it moving forward. There's a lot of things that I have brewing that I want to offer, that I want to share. And it's just gonna, as time progresses, you'll be able to see that. But this is a great time to fast. This is, as we are shifting from summer to fall, this is a time to reflect on what you have harvested. This is a time to start to slow down as we get to winter time, which is the time of deep, deep reflection. This is still I feel like a preparation time. Because once winter comes, that's the time that you will start to nurture your soil for the seeds for the spring. So that's something that you can definitely keep in mind as we go from fall and come into winter. And, you know, now that we are in the fall, this is, we're going to start seeing that the days are going to get shorter as far as the sunlight here. And I'm in America. So as it shifts from the, you know, as we shift into winter time, you know, we see you have more darkness than you do light. It gets, you know, it gets dark earlier and things like that. You know, I prefer the summer and spring months personally, but, you know, I know that there's some of you all out there that love the winter and the fall, you know, so I'm sure that you're excited about that. Those of you who are into the cooler months, you know. But that's pretty much all that I think I wanted to talk about with the fall equinox. And also, I have started meal prepping again. Some of you may know, some of you may not. I am back meal prepping. I took a hiatus back in the beginning of May, and I started back up at the end of August. So I've been meal prepping for about a month now, and I went from doing weekly to bi-weekly, and during the times of the new and full moon, I just think that's a great time to offer meal prepping services. And as time progresses, I am still in a work of progress. There's going to be changes when it comes to what type of services I'm going to offer. So just be on the lookout for that. But I am back. It's just now that it's 2 times a month versus every week. That's just because there's a lot of shifts and changes that are going on with me, and that's the best way for me to have more balance and more order, and for me to be able to do a little bit more variety. I am a 5 life path and a Leo. You know, I know some people like, you can't go based upon your sun sign or whatever the case may be, but there's some truth to this stuff, you know. So I know that because of some of the makeup of myself, that I need variety, and I don't like to feel constricted or constrained. So yeah. So I am back meal prepping once again, and I'm actually meal prepping this weekend. And one thing that I've learned about since I've started meal prepping is that it is extremely imperative, like if you are in the healing works, whatever that may be, you know, that you keep yourself guarded and protected. Because when you are doing, you know, healing work, light work, whatever it is for you, that you have to do that, because there will be distractions, there will be things that come up, there will be things that you sense, and you know, it's extremely imperative that you keep your vibes high, so that when things happen, you just wing it, you just keep going, you know. And that's something that I've had to definitely learn, and it's also confirmation that this is the type of work that I'm meant to do. And I know that I've been challenged to really grow in certain areas when it comes to patience, when it comes to anger, when it comes to resentment, and how to transmute that energy into creative energy, and to remain in my sacred seat of Ost, regardless of what is coming my way, which can be challenging for a fiery person. I might be quiet and chill, but I have some fire and water within me. So strive to utilize the water aspects of me during the times where I am definitely being challenged. So that has been something that I definitely want to talk more about later on. But yeah, so I'm back with the meal prepping. And so look out for also more content. And I realize, like, when I look at my YouTube channel, I have so much content that I can remix, repurpose, and all of that. And I need to really sit down and connect with somebody that can support me in doing that, because it's ridiculous how much content I have, and how much content I feel like I need to make when I can just remix and repurpose. So, but still look out for new things, because there's things that I want to share and talk about. And also, I think I already said it, but I will be having more services and more offerings. And also, some of you may have seen, some of you may not, but back in the fall of 2021, I completed fall 2021 to the beginning of the winter of 2022. I completed the Emerald Green Holistic Practitioner training under the tutelage of Queen Afua, and I have learned so much during that time period. There's so much that has happened during that time period, and it's something that is like full circle for me in a lot of ways, because I recall about 9 years ago, having Heal Thyself, the book Heal Thyself, placed in my hand. And then fast forward almost 10 years later, I became a Heal Thyself holistic practitioner / coach. And one thing about Queen Afua, one thing she's all about is healing through the elements and healing thy home and healing your home and, healing community globally, impacting globally in some way, shape, or form. And that is so in alignment to what my divine purpose is. So it has been a pleasure to be able to connect with like-minded people who also on their mission in a unique way. So I have fellow practitioners, and we've been supporting people who have been wanting to make a change in their lifestyle and, holistically, or, maybe got off track and then wanted to get back on. So we are offering consultations and coaching from what we have learned, not only from what we learned from Queen Afua, the Heal Thyself school, but also what we have applied into our own lives, because I've been on my journey intentionally for about 10 years. Yes, it's been 10 years. So, and so much has changed, so much has shifted. And, you may have times where you may fall off, or you may just have a rough patch, just maybe not physically, but mentally, spiritually, you may be going through some things. So it's always great to have the support and the reminders. So we do have the emeraldgreencollective.com, where you can book consultations and also book coaching sessions with us. We definitely recommend doing a consultation first and then following up with coaching sessions to have some accountability, have some support, have someone to listen to. Because sometimes it can feel lonely. One thing that I have taken away from people that I have supported as a coach is that people sometimes feel lonely. And my doorbell just rung. I think that is a package. So that's a package. I'm going to just want to wait. But yes, because I want to get this done. So yeah. But as I was saying, some people feel lonely because they are starting this journey and they don't have anybody around them that's eating that way. And then, sometimes they do have some people, some family members that are more receptive, but sometimes it can feel like you are on an island by yourself when you're starting the journey. And sometimes it may be tempting to start eating certain foods again. Hold on. All right, so I am back. I had to go downstairs to see what that was going on, but it was like I said, it was a package, and they put it down. They put it in the mail chute thing. So I was like, what is that? I thought somebody was trying to get in the door, but it was really somebody putting something in the door, so. But yeah, so back to what I was saying, sometimes you may be put in a situation when you are striving to eat healthier. You might be in an environment that make it tempting to revert back. And that's why it's important to be slow, to be very, very slow and gradual with your transitions, whether it's, just more clean eating, or if it's, going no animal product at all. That's one of my highest recommendations, is to just not rush the process, because you're more susceptible when you speed the process to revert back. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to just share the emeraldgreencollective.com. Go to the website. You'll be able to see who we are, what the purpose, how this came about, and also we have 2 videos where we're introducing ourselves and sharing our journeys, so you'll be able to get to know us better. Okay, ma'am. All right. Don't get in the video right now. Okay, so I'm about to finish this up. Just one more thing I wanted to talk about is I have joined this organization called the Wealth Builders. It's actually more than an organization. It's a community. And you're literally, it's what is it about? It's about building wealth for your family. And there, you know, there's a lot of changes that have been happening in the economy. And one of the things that I'm learning is that you got to stay on the speed. My daughter, girl, you got to stay ahead of the curve. I'm learning if you want to survive, you know, this transition that everybody's going through in some way, shape, or form. So if you want to learn more about how to make more money and investing into yourself and into your family, just let me know and I will send you some information on how to do that, you know. And it's really been expanding my mind on what I can do, what I'm capable of, and not to allow what my current circumstances are to get me off of the vision, the full vision that I've had for my life and for myself. That sometimes you do have to change like the trajectory, like change like how you go about it, but still you can still have the life that you desire. Sometimes, no, it's imperative to not get attached to how it's going to happen, when it's going to happen. The key is to just strive to do your very best every day. And that's one thing about me, is I sometimes give myself a hard time thinking that, dang, did I really get anything done today? And then I have to remember that this task that I did is going to help me in the long run. It's going to support me in the long run. This is planting seeds for my future, you know. And it's just so mind-blowing. I'm learning more about like cryptocurrency and things like that. So it's very interesting seeing how you know, what money works in different ways. That's all I'm putting. I'm still learning. So, you know, but if you would like to know more about what I'm talking about, just send me a message. You can send me a message either at Infinitenature #1, that's my Instagram, or you can go to my Facebook, Infinitenature. You can go to my email, loveinfinitenature@gmail.com, if you want to find out more information about anything, about all that I'm talking about. And I will have everything in the description. And I plan on going on Instagram too and doing this, because I don't know what's going on. There's so many updates that's happened with Instagram, and I used to be able to like save my videos. I don't know if there's an option anymore, but I remember the last couple of times I've done videos on live videos that they did not save. So I need to figure that out, how to do that if I'm able to. But I'm more than likely about to go on live and do the very same thing, because I don't want to go on live first and then do it, and then come to find out I have to go and do a whole nother video again. So I'd rather practice on here, on talking on here, because you know I've been a little rusty because I haven't been on video as often as I have been before. So it's great being more consistent. I do have some new videos that I'm going to share. There's some new things, because there's this metaphysical shop that is very close to my house. It's like walking distance. It's like a few minutes driving, man. I was just like, and I finally went to it, and I was so excited when I went in. It was way bigger than I thought. I thought it was going to be like a really, really small, but it's like a nice size metaphysical shop. And then they have like other holistic services or practitioners are there too, in that same area, that building. And I was just like, wow, this is amazing. So I have some some things that I bought. This is like a couple of weeks ago. I bought these things and I was like, I want to share this on video because, like I said, it's very important that when you are doing healing work, when you are doing light work, when you are doing work that will expand the collective consciousness, you're going to attract certain things and energies that you don't want. I'm not going to say that you don't want. That will create distractions. I will say that. I will reframe that. That may create distractions and may lower your vibes. And you know, I'm big on honoring all aspects of your feelings and emotions. But when you are striving to be present and available, and when you're making food for people, it's very important to make sure that your energy is on point. And I take that very seriously. That's why I took like a few months off, because literally I was getting highly annoyed. That's me trying to be PG. I was getting highly annoyed with some of the things and people in my life. Okay, that's just really was. And I had to make sure that I was in a space to where when I'm put in situations where I'm being challenged, that I know how to respond in a way that will not disturb my peace and disturb my energy, so that I can be able to be a support to others. Okay, ma'am, I'm almost done. Okay? Yes, ma'am. All right. Okay, I'm almost done. All right, so as she gave me the cue that it's time to go, but I'll talk to you all later, and I'll give all of the descriptions of all the information down below. So you all have a great day or great evening. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye. You gonna say bye-bye? Say bye. Okay, never mind.